counting every moment till the weekend comes. I just wanna dance, I just wanna dance, 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 dance. Okay. Hello people of the internet, Sam here, thanks for stopping by. So recently I've noticed that something has shifted a little bit up here, and it has to do with my comfort or lack thereof in my body. So growing up, I was always overweight. That's just something I've always dealt with. And it's something that I've been pretty aware of from a very early age. The first instance of it being brought to my attention was the 2nd grade. I don't have a clear memory of this, but apparently during then there was a kid who was making fun of my weight. And that's kind of something that would happen occasionally throughout elementary and middle school, although it kind of trailed off into high school, and of course in college no one really bothers me about it. But the thing is, all of that time I've been very unhappy with the body that I'm in. It's always been really upsetting that I'm an overweight person. So while growing up, I was happiest with my body when it was smallest. Thing is, I never really reached a point where I was that small, especially compared to everyone else I was going to school with. And that was a big problem for my body image, comparing myself to other people. And I know it's something that you're told all the time, don't compare yourself to others. But in that kind of environment, I couldn't help but compare myself to others and then end up feeling like a freak in my body. And I wasn't just comparing myself to my classmates, I was also seeing actors and actresses on television and Photoshop models in photographs and on the internet, and that added to the issue even more so. Recently, however, I feel like something has shifted a little bit. I feel like I've kind of made a crack in this wall of self-deprecation and self-loathing. I've been feeling a little more comfortable in my skin, a little more comfortable in the clothes I wear, and even a little more comfortable with the labels that could be used to describe my body, like plus size. I used to hate the word plus size. I would refuse to go into that section even if it had clothes that would fit me better. Instead, I would try to squeeze into the larges and extra larges in the regular clothes section, or just not buy clothes at all. But recently that's changed a little bit, and I've actually been able to walk into that section and buy myself clothes that actually fit me and feel kind of good about it. With every trip I take to that section, I'm feeling less and less shame about buying clothes that fit me. And that has been a really huge step in the right direction. And I feel like the thing that has changed the most, the thing that's kind of helped me reach that point of at least starting to accept my body, is taking a little control over the influences around me and the media that I consume on a daily basis. I've started diversifying my feed, especially on Instagram and YouTube, to include people of all kinds of bodies, all kinds of shape and color and clothing styles and everything. And I feel like that has really made a huge difference in my own self-esteem, my own confidence in my body, because I'm seeing all of these different types of humans, especially plus-sized ones, and I'm seeing how comfortable they are in their skin, or their honesty with the discomfort that they are feeling and how they're working on that. And it makes me feel like less of a freak. And when you put it in that context of just how diverse people can look, it puts things into perspective. And it's still hard to completely accept my body because the majority of things I see do make me feel kind of isolated in my experience with this physical form. Last year was when I first tried this experiment of diversifying my feed and searching for body positive YouTube and Instagram accounts. But I ended up for a while ignoring all of those, either unfollowing them or just not watching the videos, because I had this false sense that it was unhealthy to look to these people because they were plus size, because they were my size. That was part of the struggle that I was having and still have with accepting myself. And I kind of bought into this notion that it's unhealthy because these people don't fit the standard image of what healthy is. And I'm not going to sit here and say what weight is and isn't healthy. However, I do know that mental health wise, I have been doing a lot better in terms of body image because I've allowed myself to start seeing diverse group of people, especially people who are my size and a bit bigger. So I am far from 100% confident in my body, but I feel like I'm taking a few small steps in the right direction, partially thanks to these new influences that I'm allowing into my social media feeds. And I know it doesn't always feel like this, but something that I've learned along the way is no matter what, you are worthy of love, you are worthy of the space you take up, you are worthy of people's time, and you are worthy of being confident in yourself. So that is all I wanted to talk about this week. I will be leaving some links down below to some of the body positive Instagram and YouTube accounts that I've been following. And yeah, so till next time, stay sharp, my friends.